Before practicing inbound, it's important to understand the fundamentals of inbound strategy. Consumers don't want to be sold to. They want to be educated, and inbound tactics can deliver the kind of information your prospects and customers need to help them make smart, well-informed decisions and ultimately help them grow. To do inbound, you'll need to be inbound. This means using a specific set of strategies along the way. You'll need to understand the following: the inbound principles, your company's purpose, how your business goals align, your buyer personas, and your buyer's journey. In addition, you'll need the correct toolbox, a growth platform, to ensure you can execute each one of your initiatives with excellence. Let's start with the inbound principles. Think of the inbound principles as the guidelines for every interaction your team has with prospects or customers. When implemented correctly, they can ensure you're being helpful, human, and holistic with your inbound strategy. The principles are as follows. 1. Standardize for consistency. Consistency in messaging and information is core to building trust. If a prospect or customer asks 3 different people at your company the same question, try to ensure they're getting the same answer all 3 times. This helps build confidence in your brand whenever a question or challenge arises. 2. Contextualize for relevance. A prospect or customer is in a continual conversation with your brand. Contextualizing means using the information from all previous interactions to provide the most relevant information as quickly as possible. This prevents repetitive conversations and time spent solving for problems or answering questions that are no longer an issue. 3. Optimize for clarity. Be conscious of the strengths and the weaknesses of each communication channel. This can help you determine the best types of marketing, sales, and services interactions to deliver across each one. 4. Personalize for impact. Use the shared knowledge inside your contact database to tailor each conversation you have to the person you're having it with. Rather than canned responses or content, adapt your messaging to speak directly to the person you're interacting with. 5. Empathize for perspective. Inbound is about being human, and that means having empathy and being adaptable. Acknowledge that your prospects and customers are people with valid emotions. As a result, you want to ensure you're speaking to their emotional state at the same time that you're providing guidance and information. Together, these can help shape the way your brand communicates. But oftentimes, it's not just about what your brand is actually saying. It's about the reasoning behind the words. That brings us to your company's purpose. Inbound is all about making your company easy to find for the people who need your help. But before you can do that, you need to understand the job your company was founded to do. According to the Harvard Business Review, to inspire your staff to do good work for you, find a way to express the organization's impact on the lives of customers, clients, students, patients, whoever you're trying to serve. Make them feel it. This is your company's purpose. It's not just your company's vision or mission, although those elements will definitely play a part in your strategy. Your purpose is why your company exists. It's about what you're doing for other people that's truly making a difference. Having a clearly identified purpose helps your marketing, sales, and services teams really step into the shoes of your prospects and customers and remain connected to the people they're serving, rather than just the numbers they're working to move. Speaking of numbers, let's take a moment to talk about goals. What comes to mind when you hear the word goal? Maybe you think of the destination, the benefit of learning the best ways to reach and align with your prospects or customers. Maybe you think about the journey, how every interaction gradually builds momentum until you've built a relationship on a foundation of trust and transparency. Maybe you just think about the now, the checklist for today, and what you want to accomplish over your morning coffee. Now think about the marketing team. the sales team, and the services team within your organization, their checklists, and their journeys to get there. If you're not all ending in the same destination, that's a lot of energy wasted when you could be working toward the same goals. Having a defined framework for aligning your teams and their goals can help ensure that everyone, from every executive to every individual contributor, is spending their time and their effort working toward the same end. That, of course, all falls apart if you don't have a unified sense of who you're trying to attract, engage, and delight with your company. And that's where buyer personas come in. Buyer personas are semi-fictional representations of an ideal customer based on real data and some educated speculation about demographics, behaviors, motivations, and goals. Personas are created through research, analysis, and taking a close look at who's already buying from you. This can help you get into the mindset of your potential buyers so that you're creating the right content. Buyer personas are the glue that holds every other aspect of inbound, whether that's marketing, sales, or services, together. That's a really powerful thing if you can get your entire company talking about your ideal customers in the same way. That brings us to the buyer's journey. Every interaction your persona has with your organization should be tailored to where they are in the buyer's journey. The buyer's journey is the active research process someone goes through leading up to a purchase. Knowing the buyer's journey for your persona will be key to creating the best content possible. Instead of moving someone through the funnel, the buyer's journey is tailored to your buyer and the stages. The 3 stages are the awareness stage, the consideration stage, and the decision stage that portray the experiences your potential customers go through. Marketers can use the buyer's journey to create different content for every stage. You'll want to have content offers that answer your buyer persona's problems, their needed solutions, and content on your product or service. You can also use the buyer's journey to segment and better nurture your leads to help make the best purchasing decision. For sales, you can use the buyer's journey to better understand how to sell to your prospects and help guide them through the buyer's journey. If you know someone's at the awareness stage, you'll have a very different conversation with them than if you were having a conversation with someone at the decision stage, someone that's already recognized possible solutions to their problem. And for services, think of your customers as having their own type of buyer's journey. When you're looking to upsell, resell, or cross-sell, you don't want to send your customer back through the entire buyer's journey. Use this as a way to understand what your customer journey looks like. Once you understand your buyer personas and their buyer's journey, it's time to start using tools that help you be inbound. Your inbound growth platform should consist of different tools that you can use to align your entire organization. It's not just customer service that will be using email, and it's not just helpful for sales reps to have a CRM. It's not just marketing that needs reporting and data. The foundation that you'll need is a CRM. Remember, a CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management. A lot of people think of a CRM as just being a sales tool. It is a sales tool, but it's not just relevant to sales. Here's Brian Halligan, CEO and co-founder of HubSpot.
CRM is a confusing word. A lot of people think it's software for salespeople, but it's customer relationship management. And I think it's a platform that you use to manage the entire customer journey and that entire customer loop from marketing into sales into service and from happy customers into prospects. And how do you get that, self-reinforcing loop cranking in your business? It's hard to do that if you've got one system for selling and one system for marketing and one system for service that don't talk to each other, that don't give context.
What makes a CRM so powerful is that it's a contacts database. A contacts database is central to every piece of your inbound business. You'll use it to keep track of all the different people who have a relationship with your business, to personalize every interaction you have with them, and to attract more contacts like them. Your contacts truly are the heart of every piece of your marketing, sales, and services strategy. Contacts are not just names and email addresses inside of a database, but individuals you're creating relationships with. A constant reminder of why inbound is and should always be customer-centric. A contact is anybody your company markets, sells, partners, engages with, or employs. When involving marketing, sales, and services in your contact strategy and having them use the same contacts database, you're creating alignment and consistency with all parts of your inbound strategy that your contacts are interacting with. You'll also want to use different types of tools that best support the inbound methodology. Tools that will help you attract, engage, and delight. But if buying behaviors continuously evolve, so will the tactics and tools that you'll use to reach them. That's why HubSpot's products are constantly evolving. It's to always solve for the way people want to buy. Here's HubSpot's Senior VP of Product on how he thinks of inbound and technology.
We've always stated that inbound is fundamentally about being human and helpful. The technological landscape is adapting to exponentially increase companies' helpfulness through AI and machine learning. It's not something to fear. It's something to embrace as both a customer and a business. As a customer, you're able to surface help and information you need faster and at your convenience. As a business, you can automate the tedious details and have more meaningful conversations with your customers how and when they want. All of this allows you to have more time to do the things you love. It's a win-win.
If you're going to do inbound, you need to get comfortable with change and be ready to adapt to the experience people are looking for when they're making a purchase. As consumers, we're now looking for convenience more than we ever have before. We're looking for the most enjoyable experience. That's why you've seen so many changes in technology. Take chatbots, for instance. HubSpot's co-founder Dharmesh Shah said, "Chatbots are the most important technology over the last 2 decades." Here's Dharmesh on how this technology ties into the inbound philosophy.
Yeah, the reason chatbots are interesting is because of the technology they use, which is called conversational user interfaces. And the reason they're exciting is if you think about ever since the kind of dawn of software, for the most part, humans have been molding themselves to their software. It's like, oh, I have to learn how Photoshop works or how this particular application works. And what conversational user interfaces allow us to do is essentially talk to our software, whether it's through a messaging interface or through a voice interface. So for the first time now, software will adapt itself to how humans want to work with software versus the other way around. And this is the first time as an industry we actually have the technology to allow us to do that, where people can say, I want to get my traffic data for the last week or so, or tell me how many customers we signed up last month. And instead of saying, oh, I go to click here and click there and trying to get that answer out of the software, you simply ask the software like a normal human would. And now software is getting increasingly intelligent and has the ability to respond to those kinds of questions. Very exciting.
And instead of saying, oh, I go to click here and click there, and trying to get that answer out of the software, you simply ask the software, like a normal human would. And now, software is getting increasingly intelligent. It has the ability to respond to those kinds of questions. Very exciting. New tools and platforms have changed how businesses prospect and retain a customer. Today, your entire company needs to be part of delivering this great experience. Once a company puts inbound ideas into practice, everyone in the company, from your CEO to product development to marketing, sales, and services, every single person in the company will be aligned around this inbound philosophy and strategies required to deliver value to customers. All of those interactions need to match the buyer's journey and what your buyer personas are looking for. The inbound movement is just getting started. The move toward the future requires forward thinking, ideas to be embraced, experimentation to figure out which channels work best for your business, and an openness to try new technologies and tools to foster better relationships with your customers.